2 years ago, in 2019, CGTN, Chinese news outlet funded by the Chinese government, reported that 2 million Venezuelans had fled the economic crisis in Venezuela, according to United Nations.
No comía, ya había adelgazado mucho, tengo un embarazo de 2 meses, entonces tengo que pensar en mi hijo que tengo allá en Venezuela, mandarle platica porque allá sobrevive el que está allá, el que le manda de afuera para adentro.
President Maduro offered to fly back to Venezuela the refugees who had gone to Peru. According to CGTN, all of 100 Venezuelans in Peru took him up on his offer. Back in 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, I got into a Twitter spot with Abby Martin and Max Blumenthal because they had posted videos denying that there was a crisis in Venezuela. They basically sent back videos of rich people shopping in supermarkets and a very wealthy neighborhood in Caracas where there were restaurants open. The Maduro government has been repressing the Communist Party of Venezuela, which is trying to form a unity government with him in order to get out of the crisis and resist the United States. Um, Unfortunately, most United States communists and First World communists are unaware of this and are actually being kept from this information. And I consider this a real betrayal of the Venezuelan people and the real revolutionaries and communists in Venezuela.
Caracas. Business has gone up and down. But in the last few weeks, it's boomed.
Ya para febrero ya estoy full.
For the next month, she's fully booked, she said.
Venezuela is now on the path to recovery following the election of the new Constituent Assembly. What are your next steps in your country's economic recovery?
Muy buena pregunta. Pienso que el daño que se ha hecho, sobre todo.
Excellent question. I think the harm that has been inflicted upon our country, especially in the last 4 months of violence, has a human toll. In Venezuela, something terrible has happened. When I saw the images of Charlottesville, my hope was that US citizens never have to suffer from fascist hate. Because in our country, 29 people were burnt alive because they were suspected of being Chavistas, or because the color of their skin was brown, like mine, or because of their humble origins. They looked poor. 9 of those people died, and the 20 that survived are scared for their lives. Of course, because this was done by the right-wing anti-Chavista opposition, the international media was silent. So, recovery will take time, but the National Constituent Assembly has already shown its power. Venezuela is in peace, and now we need to consolidate that peace. Meanwhile, We need to tackle other issues, like the international defense against the financial blockade that Donald Trump has decreed. Trump has dictated a financial persecution against Venezuela. Now, the Constituent Assembly needs to stand up and defend the country. We need to start a process of economic recovery and battle artificial inflation. We need to start the process of recovering our national production for the different areas we have defined to promote national development projects for the post-oil era. I am pretty sure that the Constituent Assembly was the right way to restore peace in our country. And I am pretty sure that the Constituent Assembly, within these 2 years, will protect our country, allowing us to resume the path to economic growth, income redistribution, and social development of the country.
It should be said that the National Constituent Assembly was a body formed totally outside of the Venezuelan Constitution, and it was an absolute and total failure. You won't see any apologists for the Venezuelan government make any mention of the National Constituent Assembly because it's a total embarrassment. A principled stand on Venezuela is absolutely to oppose the United States sanctions, any threats coming from the West or Colombia, and to show solidarity with the real revolutionaries and the masses of the Venezuelan people, not with the connected Bali bourgeoisie or the old bourgeoisie of the Fourth Republic. As things stand now, the minimum wage in Venezuela is less than $2 a month. And anybody who tells you anything different is a bald-faced liar.